Hello, everybody. We're back with another video with me and Callum Fowler, of course, talking this time. You all like the home atmosphere ranking, of which quite controversial, but quite funny. Now we're going to do a really inventive, creative thing and do the away atmospheres as well. So we'll go from 10 downwards. Cal, number 10.
Right, let me just disclaimer. Barnes have been in Premier League in my lifetime, so I've only seen a handful of these, but like 6 or 7. 10th, I've got Villa. I've actually seen Villa,
Oh,
but 10th, I've got Villa.
okay.
They did consistently sell it out, even when they weren't that good.
Yep.
So you've got to give them props for that. Whereas some other sides that I've not got on here just never did, and
Mm.
I will down that hill. But they were never that loud. I've never been like impressed by like the sheer noise levels, but the numbers are very good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's Villa are good. I've got them a little bit higher. 10th, I've got Everton, which is
Okay, yeah.
because obviously I had them top of the home atmosphere last time out. But Everton are good. Obviously, we know about them as well, Cal. Fiercely loyal. I don't know. I don't want to say who they weren't as loud as when I saw them at Ellen Road, but I don't think their atmosphere away is comparable to what it is at home. And I know a lot of people say stuff like, "Oh, away's better than home," but Everton, I actually think when they get it going at home, which is more consistent, are a lot better. So I'd go Everton in 10th. Have you got 9th?
See, I've got Everton 9th for
Okay.
similar reason. I've only seen them at ours once in FA Cup, but that rate, I've obviously never been to their place. But you get like a general consensus on what people think, and not everybody can be wrong. If everybody keeps saying same sides are really good at home, for example, like they do with Everton,
Yeah.
you never really see anybody go on about Everton's away. They're
No.
obviously good and they will sell out everywhere consistently,
Yeah.
but you never really see anybody bang out on about it where you do with some other ones.
I've gone Sunderland. Sunderland are good.
Yeah, Sunderland are good. I've got them
Sunderland,
slightly higher.
yeah, Sunderland are really good away from home. Numbers. We mentioned this last time as well, mate. There's the size of the city. It's just not a big city whatsoever, Sunderland. And I think everywhere they go, obviously they've got a massive following, but they're loud as well. They're really decent, I think. Sunderland. There is an argument they could be a little bit higher. And mate, we've got an 8th.
I've got Man City there.
City. I haven't got them in the 10, you know. It's not a bad shout, that though. It's not a bad shout, City.
Their aways are good.
They are good away. Yeah, that's a miss from me. I think City should be in the 10, to be
I
fair.
think it's same with a lot of big sides though, because you're not going to get tourists taking your away tickets.
No.
You've got to pass so many things. It'll be same with your boys. You've got to pass so many things to try and get an away ticket. It's impossible for proper fans to even get them. City away typically are quite good.
Yeah, they are good. They are good. Yeah, I mean, it's all right when you're winning all the time. And I mean, the only time I think I've seen them at Ellen Road is when I think the time I saw them at Ellen Road was when. Do you ever remember when Grealish went in on Dallas and it ended Dallas's career? Basically, they went in a tackle. It wasn't like a vicious one or anything like that, but it basically ended Stuart Dallas's career.
I
It was
can't remember Grealish at City at Leeds at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Obviously, I remember the Villa game with Bielsa and that, but I can't
Yeah,
remember him for City at your place.
Yeah, he always gets a lot of flack when he comes to Leeds for whatever reason. At 8th, I've got West Ham.
That lot, I've got them a lot higher.
Have you? Yeah,
They're
yeah.
one of the best that I've ever seen at Barnsley.
Yeah, I was going to say you'll have seen him quite a bit, weren't you, when they're in the champ? But yeah, they're relentless. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I've only seen them once at Ellen Road. They were decent. But I think there was maybe a bit better on that day. Whether or not it was just I don't know time of the day it was on. I think it might have been a Sunday. I think they beat us 2-1. To be fair, I've heard louder. It was Limbs to be fair because they scored in the last minute, but I've heard louder.
Oh, West Ham are really good. Really good.
7th.
7th, I've got Sunderland.
Because
Same reason again.
at Barnsley though, at Barnsley as well. Like I one of my good mates was saying that in his time, obviously when you're filling out all that stand that you've got at Barnsley, obviously well, he did put Leeds up there, but he said as well Sunderland. There was one game I think they played you. I can't remember what he was referring to, but he said they just brought down pretty much the entire of Sunderland, and there's about 10,000 in that away end. I don't know what game it was.
There's been before.
Was it with Roy Keane? Was when they won the league with Roy Keane maybe in like
maybe
05, 06?
that year. That might be what I'm on about though.
Yeah.
Obviously, when I was very young, I can't remember stuff like this. I started going in 2008 on my first season ticket. But my dad said to me before they used to sell half at West Stand to certain sides. Like they won't get it to Leeds or Wednesday because it'd just be like chuffing World War III, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But like with Sunderland and Birmingham and a couple of them sides have sold some at West Stand out before. And he said that about Sunderland. So it might have been that year with Roy Keane when they won league.
Yeah.
Sunderland, every time they come down, they filled it out.
7th, I've gone Villa. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think, just massive away support. I think they've been pretty energetic at Ellen Road as well. There's good crack between the fans as well. And I don't know when they do sing that Halt Enders in the Sky, it does go off a little bit. Kind of like everything goes
off. Shit goes off.
Number 6.
6, I've got Chelsea.
Oh, I've got Palace.
See, I ain't even got Palace in this list.
Have you not? Oh,
Nope.
Palace are good. Yeah, go on. What about Chelsea then?
Mate, see, maybe this is my misconception because when they were in Championship, they were bringing like 400. Do
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So it's a different, obviously, it's a different ball game now. But a lot of London sides bring note past Watford, really, do they? Like, I think West Ham are one of the only ones that actually do. That's why I've got them high. But I've got Chelsea here, apart from big clubs, obviously, that is. And I'm only going off like what I saw once again in FA Cup when Odijayi scored and we got to semi-finals and then lost to
Yeah.
Cardiff.
Yeah,
Chelsea
yeah.
and Liverpool. But yeah, Chelsea and on all of the place, the loud, I think, but judging mainly off seeing them on telly again, because we haven't been in Premier League in my life.
I love how it's just driven by those Holmesdale fanatics. I just think they're class. I think they're brilliant. But honourable mention as well to Wolves as well. I was trying to decide between them. Wolves are extremely loud away from home as well.
I've dropped a bullet there.
Yeah, and they bring numbers as well, Wolves. So
Wolves in, I've dropped a major boo-boo.
5 now. I think we're on 5.
I've got Liverpool there.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, Liverpool 5th. Yeah,
Again, you could talk about this because you've seen them at your place. I haven't.
Do you know what it is with them? They don't seem to care about anybody else in the stadium. They don't care. They've just got a song. They've got about 40 or 50 songs, and it's unbelievable. It just keeps going. It's one song to the next song to the next song, and they never really repeat themselves. So it's like, it is pretty impressive with like the sheer amount of just songs they've got. They're not the loudest, I don't think, anyway. I do think they are good. They are good away from home.
Yeah, well, I can't comment because I've literally never seen them at Barnsley.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what you see on telly and what you hear, yeah, Liverpool are going to be up there, aren't they, defo? But they are all dressed in trackies, which is a bit weird.
In 4th, who've you gone?
West Ham, mate. I know you're saying, and I agree. Like, well, obviously when they come to our place a few times in Championship,
Yeah.
when they got promoted, I think we were the last game of season. They got into playoffs, didn't they? And Vastey scored. Vastey were our player up until January. They bought him off us. I think the bet is 5-0 at our place. He scored an overhead kick. He turned around, get his love out at Pontian, and I shit you not, there were 3,000 people doing a conga line in away end. It went into the dugout at the far side and came out the other end, and they were just doing it for ages. They were one of the loudest I've ever seen. There were police officers in front of away end. I've never seen that before, but apart from West Ham, it's one of the best away specific days that I've ever seen in my life. West Ham at ours.
They won at Wembley, didn't they? As well. Was it Vastey again?
Yeah, it's a good winner against Blackpool.
Yeah.
He was such a good player. I love
him. Some player for about 6 months, wasn't he?
Oh, look, 6 months. He scored an hat-trick against your off bench. Great boy.
For Spurs. Spurs are good. They're really, really good. The only annoying thing about Spurs, I can't stand that chant. That chant, when the Spurs go marching in. That's so the only thing. But they are loud. They are really, really loud, Spurs.
I don't even think. Well, we've played them once at Wembley since I was born.
It's hard, isn't it?
But it's like, and you never hear anybody really gas up Spurs that much. So apologies, boys. You might be fantastic. I just don't know.
Yeah, and when they did beat us, I think it was Bielsa's last game, and they did score 4. So it's probably no wonder they were good. 3rd.
Newcastle.
Okay, I've got them in here.
Again, I've only seen these at our place once, I think, as well. When they got relegated, didn't they? And then absolutely pissed Championship. They're just so. It was like Birmingham in League One this year. They never got out of first gear. Newcastle, like White Gale up front, and he was scoring about 100.
He Gale?
Was so good. But yeah, they come to ours. I think they won 2-0. They were just, man. And Newcastle as well. There's not many teams, I think, that you can go and actually have a decent laugh with. I mean, it's always very hostile in it. You always want to keep shit out to each other. Newcastle are actually just sound. Newcastle, I think the great fans them.
Paining me to say this.
I know it. I knew it.
It's really, really painful to say this, but I am gonna go with Man United.
Really? What?
Yeah, Man United. What would you have, Maya? You got a Maya?
I thought you were gonna say Leeds then, 3rd.
No.
You're lost. That's ridiculous.
What, you'd say him higher?
Yeah, I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard you say.
That's good from me. Do you know what I mean? Come on, think about
it. So you are admitting that you're more biased than I am.
I'm not more biased. Yeah, probably actually. Yeah. To be fair, fair enough.
We've got the same top. We've both got the same 3 teams, haven't we? 3rd upwards. It's just a different order.
Yeah. So they've got a massive traveling fan base. They have everywhere they go. Obviously, being arguably the biggest club in the world, it is. I think you've said this as well before. It's very, very different to Old Trafford. I think they're probably like, would you say like, I'd say even more than Liverpool. I think they're like the biggest contrast away from their home stadium.
I would say so, but that's just from seeing it. You know what I mean? I can't speak on Liverpool because I've not seen them come to our place, so I can't really. I've not been at both actually. I've not seen Liverpool home or away. Man United, I have. They are. I'll say my number one now. They are the best fans in this country away from home, easily, easily. Come on, Connor, easily.
Second, who have you gone for?
Second, I've got Leeds.
I've got Leeds in second, yeah, and then I've got Newcastle top. I've seen them loads, haven't there? There's a bit of niggle between Leeds and Newcastle as well, I guess. So they always bring big numbers down.
Leeds and everybody.
Yeah, but they're like, it's weird with some of the Newcastle fans as well, because obviously with Sunderland being out the picture and Middlesbrough being out the picture as well, when they'd play us, there'd be a lot more niggle. I used to go to work with a lad who's a Newcastle fan, and he absolutely hated Leeds, and I could never understand it.
Get that,
I could never understand it. You're down the road, aren't you, you dirty Leeds scum? I was like, all right, fair enough. But yeah, no, they are very, very loud, I think. I've just seen them a fair few times. So I don't know. So you've got Man United in top.
Yeah, I think Newcastle are definitely top. We've got the same top three, really, just in a different order. We've got the same three teams that do stand out. But I think that Newcastle are a comfy third. I think it's very clear to me. Newcastle third, Leeds second, Man United top.
So go on and talk. You haven't spoke about Leeds yet. Like you've kept quiet. You've kept quiet on that.
You know that, right? This is no joke.
You've gone on about every other team in quite a lot of detail. And Leeds, I've got Leeds in second. Anyway, let's move on.
The reason is obviously Barnsley's on the dark road. If you shut the train station at Barnsley and there were no way to get to Oakwell other than walk, Leeds would still sell out that away end at Barnsley, which is extremely annoying because so many of them actually live here. But they are very, very good. Very, very good. Again, even when you were crap for a number of years, and we've had your number loads of times at our place.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, I think it's mad, isn't it? In football in general, I find it a bit mental because obviously you always know it at home, don't you? I think a lot of teams at home, when they're going through rough times, naturally it just decreases a little bit, doesn't it? It does decrease a little bit, but it's crazy how like away fan bases with some of the big teams, it just never, you still can't. I mean, with I bet with Newcastle, Man United, Everton, Wolves, whatever, I bet when they've been going through all the patches, you can't get an away ticket. I bet you still can't. It's madness, isn't it?
There's only certain crop of teams that are like that, though. I do think, like Villa are on there. Do you know what I mean? But then looking at other traditionally big sides that you'd probably think they'd do that, like Forest have never done that ever. They've brought crap numbers to our place. Birmingham have, loads of these sides have, but Leeds have always sold it out. Wednesday have always sold out. There's a certain, like Villa, there's a certain crop of teams that have always, regardless of how shit they are for their own standards, always just sell out everywhere, and Leeds just out one of them.
Yeah. Well, let us know, everyone, in the comment section below if you agree, disagree. I'm sure. Yeah, this is gonna be spicy in the comment section. I know the home one was, so the away one's definitely gonna be.
People get a bit more touchy on away ones, don't they? Especially the proper ones that go, they're like, no, we're good.
Especially because we both left Wolves out.
I don't like Wolves. Mark McGee and that. I don't care, but Wolves should be.
Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you want to see more things like this in the future. Head on over to Cal's channel. Link will be in the description. We'll see you in a bit. Cheers.